Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a first impressions makeup look. If you saw my haul, which was my previous video, then you would know that I bought a lot of makeup from the brand Makeup Revolution, which is sold at Superdrug, and I said in the video how I really wanted to try it out and do like a video on it because the makeup is super cheap, so I wanted to test it out and see if it was any good. So that is what I'm doing today. So I've bought everything that I need to create like a full makeup look. So yeah, I thought I would film it and tell you guys what it's like. So I just want to apologise for my hair. It looks so bad, but it's really static at the moment and I have no idea why, and it's been really annoying me, so I just threw it up like this. Also, it is chucking it down outside and it's so gloomy and miserable, so that's why I've had to put my main light on even though it's like 3 o'clock, which is ridiculous that it's this dark at 3 o'clock. But yeah, so if you can hear any of the rain or the wind or the cars going past, then I'm sorry, but it's the weather and I can't help it, unfortunately. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this video and let's just get into it. Okay, so I'm going to try and go somewhat quickly because I'm so scared that my battery's going to run out on my camera. Okay, so I got my mirror down here, which is why I'm looking down here, and I'm sorry if the angle's weird. I don't know. I like it like this because I can see myself in the reflection of the mirror. Anyway, all I've done is moisturise my face. I put on some lip balm, like I would do when I'm putting on any makeup, and I have not tried out any of this makeup. The most I've done is swatched it on the back of my hand. That is it. I have not put any on my face. So, foundation. I chose, this is the, it's called the One foundation, and I got it in shade 3. The shades were so weird, honestly. They had so many shades, but pretty much all of them were practically white, which was really weird, and they didn't have this in store, so I had to order it online. So I have no idea if this is going to suit my face, but let's hope. So it comes in this little like dropper bottle, and it's actually plastic, like I can squeeze it, and it sounds incredibly watery. Like, I don't know if you can hear that, but it sounds so watery, and I got it in the shade 3. Wow, this is so watery. Oh my god, I can't even show you, but it's so watery. I did about 5 drops. This shade, I don't know, we shall see when it blends out. So I probably need more, but couldn't put more on the back of my hand because it would all spill off. So I'm just going to use my normal foundation brush, which is the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, and I'm going to blend that out. So I do have quite a lot of like redness and blemishes today, so good test to see if it covers well. Immediate reaction is it's very light on the skin, like you honestly can't feel it, which is really nice. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to layer this up, so hopefully it layers well. So coverage wise, didn't cover anything on the first layer. It says on the box, adapts to skin tone and texture, full coverage, buildable matte finish. It is sitting on my skin like really nicely. I'm just gonna put a few more dots on my cheeks and then probably leave it for there. I think this foundation was £3, which is ridiculously cheap. However, you do kind of get what you pay for with this foundation. I think it's just not building up like any coverage whatsoever. I don't think I'm going to be keeping this foundation. It's honestly, I don't like it at all. No, I'm not a fan. At first I thought it was really easy to blend, but now that I've kind of like looked closer into the mirror at my skin, I can see it's got so many streak marks from the brush, and I know it's not the brush fault because it hasn't done this for any foundation whatsoever. It's also settling to all of my like pores and lines, like literally around my nose here, which is where I get all of my pores. It's settling into like every single one. Don't think I'm going to be keeping this, in all honesty. Okay, so I did have a really good go at trying to blend it out as much as I could, but I've kind of given up now. Okay, so I'm going to move on to concealer. So Makeup Revolution have loads of makeup palettes, like a ton of palettes. I went for the concealer palette. This is just the Ultra Cover and Conceal palette in light. Comes with just every shade that you need. So I'm really excited to use this. I'm going to use this top one here, which is a lot lighter than the rest. It's definitely the lightest because I just want to brighten up in there. I'm just trying to like figure out the best way to put it onto my skin. Okay, I'm going to try it with my Real Technique sponge. Try putting it on with that. It's really nice and brightening. I think I'm going to blend it out just with my normal concealer brush. I think that will blend out better than the sponge. I'm just going to go in with my finger as well, actually. It's got a very plasticky smell, like very plasticky smell, which I guess is okay. Like it doesn't put me off. I'm sorry I keep changing the angle, but I can't get the right angle. I think I've got it now though. You know what? I don't hate this concealer palette. It's not too bad. Once you know, get going with it, it's not too bad. And I do like how it's got every shade that I'm like ever gonna need. So that's really, really handy. So I have realised that I don't have a setting powder, so I'm just going to use the one that I would normally use, which is the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. Okay, so I'm going to do my eyebrows before I do any of the rest of my face. So this is the Ultra Brow Arch and Shape pen, and it comes with, on one end it's like a little felt tip, and then on the other end it comes with like a retractable wax. That's it, swatched. So this is in Fair. So I'm just going to use a spoolie to brush them out, and then I'm going to fill them in. It's actually good that I've got this because I'm running out of my Soap & Glory Brow Archery one, which is the one that I have been using for so long, so yeah. I don't know, it doesn't work very well. Like, it's on the tip of it, it's got all of my foundation on it. I don't think it works very well if you've already got foundation on. I'm just going to go with this. It's a lot thicker than the Soap & Glory one. It's really soft, actually. I really like it because it is so creamy. Like, honestly, I've never used something that creamy on my or to fill in my eyebrows before. It's really nice. And the colour's really good. Love that. Definitely will be keeping this one. So, contour. I've never used cream contour before, so I was really excited to use it, to buy one, and this is the Ultra Cream Contour Palette. Looks like this. And I'm really excited to use this highlight shade as well because it's a cream highlight and it looks really pretty. And I'm going to start off with this one right here, which is like a cool toned one. So I'm just going to put a little bit on my brush at a time. Probably don't have like the right brush to use, but we'll just work with it. It'll be fine. I'm gonna wash my brushes tonight anyway, so I'm just gonna use my foundation brush. And to blend that out, I'm just gonna use my concealer brush. So I'm going to bring that onto my forehead. I actually want to move on and set it with a bronzer that I actually got that is in this Ultra Blush palette. This is in Golden Sugar. It's by far my favourite thing that I've bought. It's full of amazing blushes, highlighters and bronzers. So I'm going to use this more bronzer contoury looking shade down the bottom to set that and contour further. So I'm just going to use it on the brush I would normally use to contour. Wow, that is a lot more pigmented than I thought. I have to blend that out like crazy. Okay, that's a lot more ready toned than it looks in the pan, trust me. I don't know if you can see it, it looks kind of alright from here, but it's definitely, it just looks really messy. So I'm just going to take my sponge and try and blend this out. So I'm going to use this highlight shade and I'm going to use this on just my concealer brush, and first off, very white, so I'm going to put a bit under on my brow bone. And then a bit on the tip of my nose, and then I'm going to put it on my cheekbones, of course. I'm just trying to blend that out. It's not as nice as I was hoping. Oh, I had such high hopes on this. I forgot to talk about the actual separate blushes that I bought, and I decided to get these as well as the palette because these were like, let's say like £2 or something like that, and they're more like actual blushes, whereas in the palette they're like highlighters. So I got the shade Sugar, which is by far my favourite. Just looking at it in the pan, I know I'm going to love it. It looks like this, and it's so pretty. And then I got Hot, which is a lot brighter than I thought it would be. Still looks very nice. However, I'm going to use Sugar because look at it. It's so gorgeous. Like, this is just the perfect colour. Okay, I think this is going to be very pigmented, but yeah, what a surprise. Why are these so pigmented? I did not, I'm saying that as like it's a bad thing, but they just are so pigmented. It like completely is messed up my makeup now. That's actually really disappointing because it just doesn't go on nicely, like at all. I prefer blushes that don't have a ton of pigment in it. When I literally dabbed it in there once, tapped it all off because I saw my brush how much was on there. So yeah, I prefer blushes that don't have like a whole lot of pigment because otherwise it just messes up my makeup. Okay, Okay, so highlighter, I am going to use this one right here, which is white, and then it's got some gold running through it. It does look super pretty. So I'm going to put that on my cheekbones. It's okay. It's okay. I don't know. It just doesn't seem to like blend out nicely. Now moving on to the eyeshadows. They had a ton of eyeshadow palettes, like honestly so many. They were all so cheap, all below £10. And I chose the Ultra Professional eyeshadow palette in Flawless. Comes with all of these shades. So you've got some darker shades, some light shades, shimmery mattes, bronze. Yeah, and I'm going to try and create an eye look. Okay, so I'm going to start off with this one right here, which is just like I'm just going to use it to basically set the cream I have on. I'm going to start off with this one all over the lid. It's a really, really shimmery colour. That one was really nice. It was a really shimmery one. It was, yeah, it was alright. It was nice. I'm going to take just one of the matte browns just at the bottom, just to put into my crease. I'm going to deepen up the crease with a darker matte brown. I'm just going to put that in the outer corner. There's like a really shimmery copper colour, and I'm just going to take that and put it in the centre of my lid. It's not very pigmented, so I'm going to use the matte black shade just with a really tiny brush to kind of line my eyes, I guess. Okay, so now I'm going to finish off the eyes by curling my lashes and applying some of the Amazing Volume mascara. I really, really like this mascara. So that mascara is definitely very, very good. I really like it. I think it was like £2, I don't know. Finally, to finish off this whole makeup look, I'm going to apply some lipstick, and this is their lipstick in Dusky. So it's a really nice natural colour. It's a lot like quite a lot of my lipsticks already, but I really, really like it. It was £1. These lipsticks are £1, and they have a fair amount of colours, so that's really good. So that is it for this video. In terms of what's my favourite thing out of everything is definitely the eyebrow pencil. It's really, really good. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in next week's video. Bye guys!